Hey class, welcome to Theater 6, Writing for Film and Television. I'm your instructor, W. Clay, and I'm going to give you folks a quick walkthrough to show you how to get into the class and how to get started. Okay, so we're going to jump right in. Need to go to the dashboard for the class and find Theater 6 in your dashboard. If it doesn't show up, then it means you're not registered for the class yet, which means you're also not watching this video. Well, whatever. So this will take you to the home page. Okay, and at the top of the home page, I have an announcement, which will also tell you folks how to get started on the class. Okay, and then you're going to want to click one of the buttons on here, either modules or syllabus. We're going to start with syllabus because I'm going to go through that and cover that real quick so you know what's on it, what isn't on it, what to expect. So if you click on that, here's your document for the course to tell you what we're doing. Lists all of the main stuff going on here, what the section number is, the number of units. Then they have my contact info up here at the top where my office is. Not that I'm in my office now or I'm likely to be there very often during the semester. And my phone number, which you're not going to call because it's disconnected. I don't even know where my phone is. I put it in a drawer about 4 years ago and forgot about it. I'm not a phone person, just letting you know, okay? But if you want to contact me, you can use the regular Canvas mail, use the inbox, which is located right here. Contact me. This will allow you to go class by class. If you contact me this way, then I know where it's coming from. You can also use my regular email, which is william.clay@westvalley.edu. It's another good way to contact me. My office hours are going to be Wednesday from 2 to 4 and Thursday from 1 to 2. At least that's what I have right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a Zoom link for that, and I'll have a little office section where you folks can log into that if you need to. So the course description, this is a class that will introduce you to writing for film and television. You're going to learn terms and techniques of script writing through lectures, screenings, and practical exercises as much as we can, because we're going to try to work a synchronous part of this into the class, Zoom meetings and however, so we can do some of that group work and games and things like that. But we'll see how that goes. Required materials, you'll need computer access, which I'm sure you're on it right now, so that you can access the stuff through Canvas. Also, be able to do Zoom as well for our synchronous meetings. You'll also need some sort of script writing software. You don't need anything fancy, and I'm going to cover that next week, what you folks are going to be using, what you can find, what are some simple solutions, and things like that. The grading for this course, the first thing that's going to be due is actually going to be your first script submission. This is not in order here. I don't have a due date set for it yet. I will be setting that once we get everything scheduled for the class. I tend to keep due dates pretty flexible for this class based on what we're doing at the time. So that's why there aren't due dates here. A lot of you have looked in this class. It's like, why do these things all say spring? It's like, because I cloned this over from the spring and I haven't set the new due dates yet. So I might just go ahead and put fall due dates, which aren't exact, and then I may change them as we go so it doesn't confuse you folks. But you're going to be doing 4 script submissions, and then you'll also be doing a character sheet, a script treatment, a PSA, and or spec script. We'll see how that goes. Those tend to be group projects, but we may have to do those individually. And then, of course, participation in homework. I'll have some other smaller assignments I have you folks do, some discussions you're meant to take part in, and other exercises and things like that. So you folks, for attendance, I mean, if we do have in-person meetings, we'll have to figure out how that works. I'm going to archive the meetings as well. But you're going to need to engage with the class, go in and do your material as you go. Sorry, I hate pop-ups. And you're going to want to get that stuff done. You know, in order to do the class correctly, you need to be engaged and you need to be paying attention to when things are due. So I'll be going on a weekly basis, putting new stuff up for you folks to do, new activities, okay? This is a schedule, pretty much what we're going to be following. We'll be covering formatting and tools for the first week, moving into more formatting and structure the second week. third week, structure 2. Then we'll be moving to inciting incidents and covering those. We'll be doing character development. That's what probably when we'll get into our character sheets. Then we'll talk about treatments. Your treatment will be due sometime after that. Then we'll be covering dialogue for a couple of weeks. I've got some good dialogue exercises for us. Then we'll be working on spec scripts, which I'll explain more about those later. We'll be doing some peer reviews, comparing television and cinema, doing more peer reviews, and then doing PSA scripts to end out the class. Okay, and then December 15th is when, because we're online here, we can pretty much do a final whenever we want, but that's the date I've got here. Time is going to be announced if it's going to be synchronous. So final script will be due, your last installment, and then also we may do a reading of our spec scripts and our PSA scripts as well. Okay. So the last part of the syllabus I'm not going to cover, but it has your SLOs, a little bit about plagiarism, pass, no pass option, registration and drop policy, when you have to drop or add the class, by what point, and then also some more info on disability and educational support and emergency procedures, most of which are going to be moot because you folks aren't going to be on campus. So you're going to need to have your emergency procedures set up for your own abode, wherever you are. Okay, so that is the syllabus. Read through it, make sure you understand it. I will be having more exact dates for some of these assignments, so you know. But as I said, right now, I keep it a little bit flexible until we start going. Then I realize, hey, we need to do this now, we need to do this now, and that's when the dates start coming up. But I'll let you folks know way ahead of time. Trust me, it works. Okay, so let me go back to home and show you where modules are. If you click on modules, this will take you to where I want you to go, which is the main bulk of the class. I know some of you are clicking on assignments, you're clicking on pages and things like that. Modules is what you're going to want to click on to get into most of the stuff for the class, because I'm going to put that stuff in order and I'll have it organized the way we want to do it. So for right now, what I would like you folks to do is to go through Module 0, make sure you do the course delivery survey. I'm using that to try to figure out when we're going to do our synchronous meetings. Read the syllabus, again, if need be. And then there's a discussion about you, worth 5 points. I want you folks to just tell a little bit about yourself. Okay. Some of that stuff might be a little bit redundant when we do our first synchronous meeting, whenever that may be. As soon as I know, I'll let you folks know, and I'll put links to that on the homepage as well. And then module 1 is what I want you to get into for this week. So I've got 3 parts here: how to write a movie script, what is a script, and then we'll get into formatting basics and then advanced formatting. And I will have videos that go along with that as well. I'm actually getting ready to record those next. Okay. And then also there's a lot of helpful documents and forms if you folks want to be reading those. Some of the documents we'll be using for the class. Some of the stuff is just info for you to know. I've got some sample scripts for you to read, stuff that I've written, and then also some professional scripts, because, you know, I'm an amateur script writer, but a professional teacher. And there's some pretty famous scripts in there as well. I think the Top Gun one is in there. I mentioned that in one of the exercises about how the formatting is crazy on that. And then also some links to some writing apps and software. I'm going to be adding more of that as we go. This page, or the modules area, is going to be getting bigger as we go along. So I'm just now reorganizing it. So I have a lot of assignments that are going to get plugged into this. So when you go in here, you'll see it changing, but it will always be changing forward, not backwards. Okay. So let's go back to home. And I'm going to end this video now. So hopefully you folks understand what's going on, how to get through the class. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to send me emails or contact me through a discussion board or something. I'm going to be building some of those as well. And I look forward to seeing you folks in our synchronous session, whenever that is going to be. And I'll let you folks know as soon as you finish doing your surveys and I know which one wins out as the most likely candidate. So good luck, and I'll see you folks later.